Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Timmy Treacle, and I have decided to go ahead and give you another 50 of my favorite all-time slasher movies. The other day I did a video of my top 50, and I've decided to go ahead and make this a top 100 list. And with this list though, you will see multiple films from the same franchise. Um, I have seen a lot of slasher movies. I have seen a lot of bad ones, but I have seen some good ones and some great ones as well. And doing these type of lists, it's really hard to come up with just 100 slasher movies that are from different franchises or standalone movies. And so, yeah, you'll see some same movies from the same franchises on here. But again, this is my list. We're all going to have different opinions about these movies. We're all going to have opinions about whether it's a slasher movie or not, where it's ranked or where it should be. But that's what makes it a beautiful thing is we can have discussions and debates about slasher movies, any genre movies in general. And I love doing these different types of lists. It's a lot of fun. And I like to compare my list with others too to see how many we agree upon. Not so much on the order, but just the same movies in general. So here are numbers 100 through 51. Coming in at number 100 is Cherry Falls. Number 99 is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2006. Number 98 is Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. Number 97 is Hatchet 2. Number 96 is Clown House. Number 95 is Final Exam from 1981. And again, most of these movies that I am talking about, you can find these movies on YouTube for free. So definitely check them out and give them a look-see. They're definitely worth watching, especially if you can watch them for free. Uh, Coming in at number 94 is Hello Mary Lou, Prom Night 2. Um, in general, I think this movie is better than the first, although I did have the first movie in my top 50, but that's because of Jamie Lee Curtis and her performance. But as a slasher movie, or as far as kills go, the second movie definitely has better kills. Uh, I will definitely say that. But as far as the movie as a whole, though, it's not better than the first Prom Night. Coming in at number 93 is Hospital Massacre. Number 92 is Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers. Uh, this sequel I was really surprised by. I love the kills in this movie, and it's just a lot of fun. Whereas the first movie was a more serious movie, didn't have a lot of humor in it. This one, the second movie, has more humor in it, but has some great kills as well, and makes for a fun slasher movie. Number 91 is Body Bags. Number 90 is Lover's Lane. This movie I just watched the other day. The review for it is on my channel, I believe, starring Anna Faris. It's a late 90s slasher movie. I had fun with it. It's not a great movie or a perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a fun slasher, and I had a good time with it. Number 89 is House of Wax from 2005. I loved this movie. The kills in the movie are fantastic. One of the best ones is when Paris Hilton gets killed. And another scene that really is creepy is when the guy is at the piano and he starts to peel off his skin off his face, off his cheek. Oh my God, he starts crying. That is one of the most cringeworthy moments in any slasher movie. It just, oh, I can't look at it. And I have seen the original House of Wax. I do love it as well, but this one uh, just is on another level. I loved this movie. Coming in at number 88 is Wrong Turn 3, Left for Dead. I am a huge fan of the Wrong Turn franchise. We are supposedly getting another movie this year, I believe, sometime. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully, it makes up for part 6, which was just okay. It's my least favorite of the franchise. But yeah, Wrong Turn 3 comes in at number 88. Number 87 is Child's Play 2019. I love this reboot. Mark Hamill voicing Chucky was great, and the kills were fantastic. Even the kid actors in this movie, all the friends, were really good. Kind of reminded me of the Losers Club a little bit in Stephen King's It. But yeah, this was a fun slasher. I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what they do going forward. Hopefully, we get some more sequels. Coming in at number 86 is Smiley from 2012. My nephew Ozzy Treacle introduced me to that movie. Real fun slasher. Number 85 is The Last House on the Left from 1972. This is the original, although I love the remake more. I'm usually a guy who leans towards the originals just for nostalgia factor, but it is a good movie. The 1972 movie is. It's shorter than the remake, but the remake I do think is a better movie. But I didn't have it on my list in these 100 movies. But as time goes on, maybe I'll switch it up and redo the list. But for now, the 1972 original is on here. Number 84 is The Nightmare on Elm Street 2010. I know this movie gets a lot of hate from a lot of people. Me personally, I enjoyed this movie. Not so much for the kids and their acting. Their acting was pretty much atrocious. My biggest positive with this movie is Jackie Earle Haley's portrayal of Freddy Krueger. And even Robert Englund gave him praise for his performance. It was dark, it's creepy, and he made it his own. And he did the best he could with the script and everything. Had he had a Wes Craven script for this movie, it would have been phenomenal. But because he didn't, and he had to do the best he could with what he got, that's the movie we got. But I still enjoyed it overall, and it's on my list at number 84. Number 83 is Terror Train. Number 82 is Vacancy. Number 81 is Hell Night. Number 80 is Final Destination 5. This movie, oh my lord, this is a prequel to the first movie, and they finished this series up just fantastically, man. They tied it all together, and it was a blast to watch. The kills in the movie, I think, are by far the best since part 2, and it is my second favorite in this franchise. The Premonitions, I love these movies. These, you can make a million of these movies and they would never get old to me. I have a lot of fun with them. Although part 4 is my least favorite, it did have some good kills, but it is the weakest link in my opinion. But number 5 is fantastic, and it comes in at number 80. Number 79 is Scream 2. Number 78 is Friday the 13th Part 3. I love this movie. My favorite kill in this movie is the arrow to the eye. She is chasing after Shelly's wallet in the water, and Jason comes right up, nonchalant, doesn't hesitate, just points it right at her, and of course he shoots it, and you can see the 3D effect. but it is a great kill. And after he shoots her in the eye, he just drops the weapon and just walks on up and stares up and gets ready to take everyone else out. And it's just a blast, and I love that kill. And this is another great movie. Friday the 13th is my favorite franchise in the slasher horror genre. Number 77 is Halloween 2018. And yes, this movie does have its issues, but I still enjoyed it overall. As I've said before many times, I'm not a fan of what they did with the whole storyline that he's not no longer the brother. It's just a name they made up. I didn't like that. And I really wish they would have made this Halloween 3 and made it a sequel to Halloween 2, the original, so we can kind of forget about Season of the Witch. If you know me, you know my feelings about Season of the Witch. I won't get into that. But yeah, I really wish they would have done that and started the timeline off with that. But they didn't, and that was another disappointing thing for me for this movie. But I am looking forward to the one we get here later on this year. But yeah, that movie comes in at number 77. Number 76 is Hellfest. Number 75 is Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. Number 74 is Halloween 2007. Say what you will about Rob Zombie and his movies. If you're not a fan of his, then of course you're not going to like his work. Me personally, I love his movies. There's not one that I really haven't liked. There have been several that have a lot of issues. But overall, though, I love him as a horror director. I love what he's done with the Halloween franchise. The first movie especially, where he dug deeper into Michael's childhood and being bullied, not only at home, but in school too. And I love that about this movie. And yes, I know most people's complaints about Rob Zombie's movies is the language and the whole hillbilly thing, and that's his directing style, and I dig it. It's something that he likes and that he wants to stick with, and I like what he does. I don't want him to have to change things because certain people don't like what he's doing. He sticks to his guns. He does what he wants to do, and I love what he did with the movie. I loved that remake. Um, the look of Michael. He's freaking huge, of course. Malcolm McDowell as Loomis. I don't think you could find a better replacement than Malcolm McDowell. And then Danielle Harris in these movies was fantastic. I love her. God, I really hope she gets to be in next year's Halloween movie. We're getting Tommy Doyle and Lindsay back in this one, which I'm really looking forward to. But I hope she's involved in the movie in next year. But we'll have to see. But Halloween 2007 is number 74. Number 73 is the original Friday the 13th. Pardon me. From 1980. This is amazing. Mrs. Voorhees as the killer is badass. There's not a lot of female slashers out there, or female-based leads when it comes to killers, and she does a great job. This is a whodunit. We don't get to see the big reveal until the third act, when everyone's dead except for our final girl. And I love that about this movie. Although I really wish Kevin Bacon's character would have survived a little bit longer or been one of the last ones to go. I still love this movie. It's one of the highest grossing slasher movies out there at its time. In 1980, it made a lot of money on a small budget. And it just goes to show you can make a great slasher movie with little money. And This is a blast to watch. Every Friday the 13th, I watch the movies, and I just have a lot of fun with it. And yeah, timeless classic, and it comes in at number 73. Number 72 is Alice, Sweet Alice. Even though this movie doesn't have a lot of kills, it's got a lot of tension, suspense, and when there is a kill, it's like the biggest thing for that scene and for scenes to come. And that's what I liked about this movie. Like, again, you don't have to have a lot of kills in a slasher movie for it to be effective and for it to be a great movie. And this movie right here, Alice, Sweet Alice, proves that point. Number 71 is Peeping Tom from 1960. This movie, oh my lord, if you have not seen this movie, definitely check it out. I believe I found this one on YouTube as well for free. So definitely give it a look-see. It's a phenomenal movie, and it's definitely underrated in my opinion. Number 70 is Haunt from 2019. One of the better horror slasher movies we got from last year. And it was a lot of fun. The kills were really good. The story was good. And I just had a blast with it. I can't praise it enough. Number 69 is Strangers Pray at Night. Even though this is more of a slasher movie than the original, which I do consider a slasher movie, this one's got more kills and was a lot of fun. I had a blast with it. It's not a better movie than the first one, but it is a fun and a good time. And I love the third act of this movie alone is well worth the watch. And it was just a blast. I hope we get another movie. I would love to see another Strangers movie. Coming in at number 68 is Happy Death Day. Number 67 is Child's Play 2. Number 66 is House of a Thousand Corpses. Even though Devil's Rejects I like more than House of a Thousand Corpses, I think House is the better, has some of the better kills. But I could have put the Devil's Rejects on here as well, but I decided to go with House. Devil's Rejects is going to be one of my favorites going forward. And eventually when I redo this list, it'll probably end up on here and House won't. But for now, House of a Thousand Corpses is on here. And I thought it was a great start to the Devil's trilogy. Three from Hell, I really enjoyed. It was sad. And this is a spoiler if you haven't seen it. But it was sad to see only Sid Haig there for a short amount of time. Because those of you who don't know, he passed away while filming and stuff. And yeah, it was cut short. And it sucks. He will be missed. I've seen a lot of his movies. And yeah, he's fantastic. He's going to be missed, though. Coming in at number 65 is The Collector from 2009. This is a movie I most recently watched just last year. I believe it was last summer. I have the review for it on my channel as well. This is another movie that kind of reminds me of Saw, but in a funner kind of way. And I have seen the sequel. I really enjoyed it as well. And I hope we do get some more movies in this franchise. This is one that you can stretch out for a long time. It was a lot of fun, and the kills were so creative. I freaking loved it. Coming in at number 64. Well, I guess I did have it on here. Number 64 is The Devil's Rejects. I didn't think I put it on here, but I did. Number 64 is The Devil's Rejects. And as I said, it is a better movie than House of a Thousand Corpses. You know, I did this list a while back, so I kind of forgot what I put on here. But yeah, actually, I'm kind of glad I did put it on here. That's awesome. Number 64 is Devil's Rejects. It is the better of the three Devil's movies. Sid Haig is the show stealer in this movie for me, and it's just a blast. I had a lot of fun with this one, and yeah, so it comes in at number 64. Number 63 is Urban Legend. Number 62 is I Know What You Did Last Summer. Number 61 is Candyman. I cannot wait to see what this new movie looks like. I believe Tony Todd is reprising his role as Candyman, so I'm looking forward to see what they bring to us. I'm a fan of the original. I haven't seen any sequels, and actually, I don't even know if they made any sequels to this original movie. I've never looked it up. If they have, let me know in the comment section below, because I'm definitely like to check out those movies. But the original is by far, it's just freaking awesome. Number 60 is Psycho 2. This movie is damn near almost as good as the original movie. I love what they did here. It's 22 years later since the events of the first movie, and he is just trying to move on with his life and be a productive part of society. He gets a job at the diner, not too far from his motel, and he even starts to open that up. He brings a manager in to take care of it. Within one day, someone comes in and he just snaps, and he reverts back to what he was in the original movie. But Psycho 2 is great. I love the trilogy. I have seen all three movies, and it's fantastic. But it comes in at number 60. Number 59 is Pumpkinhead. Love this movie. Number 58 is Hatchet. Number 57 is See No Evil 2. This was a direct-to-video release sequel to the original movie in 2014. Danielle Harris is in this movie. I freaking love her in this movie. Oh my God. I love the way the movie ends. It definitely sets up for more movies. Jacob Goodnight is one of my favorite killers, and I want some more movies. So, Kane, if you're watching this video, I know you're a mayor now in a county in Tennessee, but make some more of these movies. I would love to see them, and try and get them, if not a theatrical release, at least a limited release or something. I would love to see it in theaters. Coming in at number 56 is The Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 2003. Jessica Biel. Oh, love her in this movie. I loved this movie and the 2006 movie. I thought they did a great job with them, and they are definitely two of the better movies of this franchise. That one comes in at number 56. Number 55, Friday the 13th, 2009. I loved this movie. When I found out they were getting another Friday the 13th movie in early 2009, I was so excited. And when I found out what they were going to do with it, I was so happy that I went to the theater and I had a blast. Now there were a lot. Sorry about that. There were a lot of people in line at my theater, local theater here, and some of my friends in line were asking me if I was there to see the second Twilight movie, and I had no idea what those movies were at the time. I have since seen them all, and I actually enjoy them, but that's for another time. As far as this movie goes, I love how they implemented all four movies into one, and it was a blast. This movie, the theater was sold out. It was so tight and cramped in there that my arms were down at my sides, and there was no elbow room at all. But it was a blast. We have yet to get another Friday the 13th movie from Paramount or New Line Cinema because they are arguing about over the rights to it. It's really ticking me off. It's ticking a lot of fans off too, which is why we're getting a lot of fan-made films, which I do enjoy. But I want a studio release Friday the 13th movie. And damn it, I want Kane Hodder back playing Jason. He should have been Jason in Freddy vs. Jason, but that's another video and another time. But as far as this list goes, it comes in at number 55. Number 54 is another remake, My Bloody Valentine. This is another movie. It was in 3D. I went to the theaters to watch this, and the 3D is badass. And I love what they did with the story. They switched things up. We got introduced to actually seeing Harry Warden in the movie. Although we had a few clips in the original, in this one we actually get to see him after he kills people. He's in the hospital, and then he breaks out, does it again. It's just a blast to watch, and I had a lot of fun with it. The 3D was freaking awesome. Beautiful women, and yeah, this is one of my favorite franchises. I hope we get some more later on down the line. Number 53 is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. This movie brought chills to me. It just, after the piece of crap that was Halloween 3, sorry if you're a fan of Halloween 3, I am not. I cannot stand that movie. But getting to Halloween 4, when I found out we were going to have one, I was so pumped. And as it starts, the whole fall vibe, Halloween season vibe, was so great. I was chilled to the bone. I love this movie. And not only do we get Donald Pleasance back, but we were introduced to Danielle Harris, and we get one of the greatest final girls of all time in any horror movie, slasher movie. This movie is a blast to watch. I had a lot of fun with it, and I am a fan of the rest of the franchise, except for Resurrection. I cannot stand that movie, but that's another video for another time. Number 53 is Halloween 4. Number 52 is Wrong Turn. And number 51 is A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3. After the piece of crap we got for number 2, we are finally brought back to the greatness of what made the first movie so great. We had some return of some great characters as well. And Freddy was at his best in the first movie, and now in the third movie. I did not like him in the second movie. I don't like that movie at all. But again, that's another video for another time. But as far as that goes, there you have it. That is my completed list of my top 100 favorite slashers of all time. This is numbers 100 through 51. So in the comment section below, give me your thoughts and opinions on my list. And if you have another 50 slasher movies of all time that are your favorites, let me know them in the comment section below. And let's have a great conversation about this. I would love to see how many you have on your list that is the same to mine. And yeah, let's have a great discussion. Other than that, if you're new to the channel, subscribe today for more content. If you like this, hit that like button. And don't forget to share this video on your social media as you see fit to. Don't forget, once I get to 100 subscribers, I will do a live Q&A so you guys can ask me all the questions you want about me or my channel. But other than that, I thank you guys for watching, and check you later.